Oh my god, look at that bubble. It's just moving all around. I can't believe I caught that. Hi guys, welcome to another video. Now this video is inspired by the Barbie movie that is coming out. I'm pretty excited. I don't think I'm gonna watch it on the premieres date though, because the theater is gonna be kind of packed. I think I'll go a little bit later. When will you guys be watching it? Will you be there on the premiere on the day, or will you wait till the crowd kind of dies down like myself here? So we're going in with the first nail, which will be of course the thumb. My inspo for this was to I'm not sure if you, well, of course you must have saw the clips so far where she's in the pink and white plaid dress and she's floating down from her balcony from her dollhouse and she's going on the road like she's going out. So I wanted to do that, replicate that pink plaid dress. So this is my interpretation of that dress. First time doing plaid, and I just kind of figured let's just do a couple lines going down and, you know, create some boxes, fill them in with two different types of pink that I got from the brand Jelen. And also, actually, you know, one of the pink that I'm using now, this one is from Jelen, and then the darker pink is from Beetles. I got these sets earlier in the year. I did a couple of video on them. I think I used them in my Valentine's Day set that I posted in February. You could check that video out if you're interested to see the designs that I did. And up there in the background you could see the first nail I did, where I was trying to do pink and white, like a plaid pink and white kind of design, but the white was kind of throwing everything off. So I went with, okay, let's just do two different types of pink and do the color blocking, no white in the grid area. So I think this one turned out better. You could let me know what you think in the comment section. I'll show you a better close-up of the first attempt I did at the plaid, and you could let me know, you know, which one you like best. I'm gonna go with, you know, of course, the one that I'm doing now, the pink and black, well, the two different types of pink plaid. I think it turned out better. It looks more uniform. It doesn't look odd. I think the white, which I'll show you right now, it just showed like, you know, it was unfinished, like something was missing. That's how I felt when I looked at it. So I just, you know, swapped it out for this design. So this is what we're working with so far. I also did the same design on the middle finger and also on the pinky. Now we're going in with the pointer finger and the middle finger. With these, I did not know what to do. I had these nails sitting down for like a week plus before, you know, I figured out what to do. I posted a reel, a TikTok, and even a short to ask, you know, what to do with these two nails, and most of the responses were, oh, you know, paint the word Barbie or draw Barbie or to spell out Barbie with like rhinestones. I didn't have rhinestones that were so small to fit this nail, so I was like, okay, let's go with painting the word Barbie. And you could let me know what you think about my painting skills. I think I kind of did pretty well with painting the word Barbie. I was looking at my computer, I pulled up the Barbie logo and I was drawing from there. Of course, you know, when you're writing out letters, you would write just as if you're writing with a pen and a paper, but the Barbie character there, they use like a special type of font. I'm not too sure what this font is called, but I tried to mimic that as best as possible to just give a little bit of flair here and there, to try and get it as close as I could to what the logo looked like. And of course, you're seeing the process that I went through to get this done. It's always recommend. I always wondered why, you know, you don't just paint from your head. When I watch other, you know, like nail artists that are way more advanced than me, they always have an inspo and they always recommend using an inspo pick because it does it's just easier to have something to look at than to paint from memory. And then, you know, while you're painting, you can kind of see with a close-up picture, you can kind of see the shapes and the outlines, and you know how the line flows or the word flows, so you kind of mimic that with your brush. So always recommended, guys, if you're going to, you know, do an inspo or paint letters, words, always have like, you know, a picture of what you're trying to paint, because it does help. It's way easier than painting from memory. Easier to just mimic the lines and the flow of the picture itself or the words by just having something to look at. And as you go along, it doesn't, if you make mistakes, come on, it's gel. That's why I love gel. You could always wipe it off, it's not cured, and you start over again. Like this, this one word took me about 45 minutes to an hour to paint. Of course, I can't show you all of that, so I had to cut it down and cut out a lot of the mistakes and the wipeouts. And it would not be the Barbie logo without, of course, having that pink backsplash. Now, this is the darker of the two pinks that I got from Beetles. Yes, this one is from Beetles. It's the color C065 from the, I call it the Valentine's Day collection, because it, you know, it was advertised around that time as being, you know, like colors for Valentine's Day, so that's what I call it. But of course, it will be linked below if you're interested in getting that set. It's pretty cheap. I love Beetles. Like, I was surprised that, you know, it was so pigmented. I only went over it once, no issues when it came to like just painting. And I'm just filling in the gaps to give that pink backsplash for the Barbie logo, and it's coming together. This is my favorite nail, I'm not gonna lie. Out of all the designs on this set, the Barbie logo is my most favorite. I just think it came out so well. I was so surprised. Now with this finger, I was like, I don't know what to do, because I could not paint Barbie. I'm not that advanced. I wish I was. So I went in with the word dream. I was thinking, all right, let's do the Aquarium nail design after I watched one of my favorite YouTubers. She also does nails, but she did a Barbie Aquarium nail design, and I've never done it before. I've always seen it, so I figured let's try it this time to make it fun. You know, it's Barbie, she's young, she's playful, so let's try this. Now I painted the word dream because I was in my head, I wanted to do the Barbie dream house. Like, I wanted it to look like you were looking into her dream house. You know, I wanted to paint the windows on the top nail, but then I figured it would be a bit too much and it would block it, so you wouldn't be able to see what was actually inside the nail. So I skipped that. I painted the same gel, that Beetles gel. I used it to paint the word, of course, the letter B, I should say, and I made those butterflies, used a bit of sprinkles that I've got like 4 years ago that I've never actually used, and just to make the nail pretty. This is what I came up with. I liked it. I used the solid gel to secure the bigger tip on the smaller one, but it was too bulky and I just didn't like it. I don't think it would have looked good when I took my pictures for Instagram, so I redid it. But then I used the Beetles rhinestone glue instead. It's less, you know, it's more runny, it's smoother, it levels out, so I figured I'd use this instead. So I pulled the nail apart yesterday and I redid it, adding back, of course, my bee, adding back my little caviar beads, and putting in my butterfly and the glitter. Everything is going back in again, and then I will fill it up with cuticle oil. Some persons use baby oil, but I didn't have that, so I used cuticle oil. I'm wondering if you could have used water. I didn't try water, but because I didn't want to, you know, test it out and then have to start over again, so I just went in with the cuticle oil again to give that whole water effect, you know. So the rhinestones, well, not the rhinestones, the caviar beads and the bee of the letter you know, for Barbie and the butterfly, they will all just be floating around in there. And I didn't have a syringe. I don't know what I did with them. I have them, but I don't know what I did. So I used a stiletto nail and just used that as a funnel to pour in the cuticle oil, and this is what we're looking at so far. I'm kind of bummed because the butterfly, it was a bit too big, so it got stuck. It wasn't floating around, but you know, you win some, you lose some. I still kind of like it, and I'm just gonna use the same glue that I originally used, the solid nail glue, also from Beetles, to cap the gap, because it's a very big gap. You don't really see, well, you can actually see a little bit. The gap is a bit big because I wanted to leave enough space to get everything that I needed in. So I have, like, at the base or the cuticle area of the nail, I have a big gap out that I need to fill, and I couldn't fill it with the rhinestone glue because it's, you know, it's more liquidy, so it would just run into, if that's a word, it would just run into the oil and probably just cause a whole mess. So I figured I'd use this instead and try to make it a bit neater. So this is what we came up with, guys, for my inspo for the Barbie movie nails. Tell me what you think. I got my little stone there also, or my charm, also from Amazon way back in the day. Here's the final set. Oh, look at that bubble. Oh my god, I just love seeing that. I love to see that bubble move around in the nail. You can let me know what you think of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Bye.